Hey everyone, welcome to today's webinar all about sales and how to create irresistible offers that your audience will love. My name is Vanessa Simpkins from takeyourpowerbacknow.com, and I'm so excited that you're here because today's webinar, we're really going to focus on sales and the importance of sales in your business. So if you're an entrepreneur, a coach, a consultant, a healer, if you're maybe still working in a job in corporate and thinking about leaving to start your own consulting practice, you will love this webinar. If you've been in business and you want to see how you can really skyrocket your sales and take them to the next level, you are in the right place. If you know that you may have some self-sabotaging mindset issues around sales, around making offers, you will love today's webinar. So I want to make sure that everyone can hear me here. So if you just want to go ahead and type into the chat box your name and where you're from, that'll let me know that you guys can all hear me. And today specifically, I want to share with you a unique 3-step formula for attracting clients that allows you to only attract motivated prospects who know the value of what you're offering and are predisposed to trust you and buy from you. I'm going to share with you what's really stopping you and really holding you back from having the revenue and the lifestyle that you want from your business, and how to finally break through all the fear and the procrastination that's holding you back from taking profitable action. I'm going to share with you how to finally get paid what you're worth, how to stop worrying about price ever being an issue again. How many of you guys think that sometimes? Oh my God, how am I going to make a ton of money in this coaching consulting thing? How can I charge $10,000, $25,000, $55,000 for what I'm doing? I'm going to share with you, we're going to deep dive really today how to create irresistible offers that are authentic offers that really attract your ideal clients. I'll take you step by step through that. And I'll even share with you an in-depth case study of how a client of mine created $23,000 in sales in the last 33 days. And how you can do the exact same thing with my system. And then I'll share with you how you can get a free ebook copy of my book. But you know what I want to do is I actually want to give this away. This is my first book. It's called From Bankrupt to $900 a Day Selling Mops. And Seth Godin says there are some very big ideas here for anyone who has ever sabotaged themselves on a sales call, which I think is all of us. T. Harv Eker, author of the #1 New York Times bestselling book, Secrets of Millionaire Minds, says a fabulous source of real-life, results-oriented tips from a masterful presenter. This book is an easy read with a powerful message to help you succeed no matter what your circumstances. Jeffrey Gitomer says, books make sense and dollars. It's a real world, tells a great story. Transfer straightforward strategies that you can put in practice the minute you read them, turn them into money, buy it and bank it. Jeffrey Gitomer, the author of Little Red Book, is selling. So this is a powerful book. This is my first book, and it comes with $500 worth of bonuses, and I want to give it to you for free. I will mail this out to the first person here who can tell me, who can guess what I'm drinking here in my coffee cup. What am I drinking this morning? Is it coffee? Is it tea? What kind of tea? First person to guess, I'm going to sign this book, and I'm going to mail it to you directly to your door. Welcome Lynn, Shai, Mojo, Denise in paradise. Awesome, guys. Welcome to the webinar. We are going to jump right in and begin. And I'm going to check back here and see who guesses it right, who's going to get the physical copy of this. Stick around to the end. Everyone will get a PDF version because it's that helpful for your sales. And I want you to type in your burning question. What is your biggest question that you have right now about sales? Really use this next hour that we have together. Use this time together to ask me questions. I'm here. I'm available, and I want to help you with any struggle you have around sales. So type it in the chat box. What are you struggling with right now regarding your business, regarding sales? And then I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So give me just a little moment here while I do this. I'm going to go ahead over here. So biggest question you have in your business about sales. And what am I drinking in my coffee cup this morning? You could get a signed copy of my book delivered straight to your door. I'm just going to key up the PowerPoint and make sure it's on the first slides. All right. We should be good to go. Screen share. Yes, screen share. Oh, Lynn got it. She says Earl Grey tea. Oh, he's like, and Denise in Paradise. I'm gonna have to check this. One of you girls have got it. I do drink Earl Grey tea. Okay, so you should be seeing here, present to everyone. There you go. You guys should be seeing the slides. This is really about, you know, a live webinar training about heart-centered sales for women's empowerment leaders. I work with a ton of different business owners, but I love working with women's empowerment leaders. And sales is really all about transformation. Think about this. Think about this. Nothing happens in your business. There is nothing that happens with your clients. No results happen until you make the sale. So sales is really all about transformation. And I know a lot of people have sticky, icky ideas about sales. It's the number one reason that prevents people from just getting out there and going for it. So I want to do a little test. Type in the chat box here and let me know, what do you think about salesmen? What is your idea of a salesman? Let's just get your thoughts and ideas out here about sales. So curious. All right, Kathleen's here, Lucia Lou's here, all kinds of awesome people are here. Kathleen says, getting on with cold calling. Right, yeah, one of the hardest things, absolutely. All right, so here's why I believe women really struggle with sales. Number one, women suck at bragging. Okay, so I think women just missed having this gene that men have called bragging, seriously. And you need to be able to brag a little bit to be confident with your abilities when you sell. And women, if you put a whole bunch of men together in a room, they will naturally compete with each other and they will brag. It's something men do. It's like, it's a game for them. It's fun for them. You put a whole bunch of women together and we start like nurturing each other and, you know, supporting each other and understanding each other. There's no place for bragging in there. All right. It's a whole different story when you're selling yourself or selling your own consulting services. Very different from selling a product, all right? You got to own your value. Low self-esteem, low confidence, not owning your value. It says now owning, but not owning your value. Stories in their head about salesmen, about what sales is really like. And of course, having no system, trying to wing it. And I love hear what people are writing in the chat box. Denise says, my biggest problem is getting my ideas into action. Yeah, of course. Shai is saying, salespeople, you know, sound pushy to me, right? So if you've got this idea in your mind, and thank you for participating, everyone. The more you participate in this webinar, the more you will get out of it, right? If you have this idea of a pushy salesman, how are you going to embody that and get out there in the marketplace and sell your services? Kind of hard. All right, so right, stick around. We talked about the book. I'm going to give you guys, every person on this webinar is going to get access to a PDF version of my book. Comes with over $500 worth of bonuses, audio and video, sales training, spiritual sales training, law of attraction, all kinds of cool stuff. You're going to love it. Stick around to the end, and one of you guys here, I'm going to check, has won the physical version. And I promise you're going to have a lot of fun. You're going to come away with some breakthroughs, a fabulous system for generating more money, more revenue in your business. I guarantee it. And this is it's a weekly webinar that I host every single week. We talk about money, mindset, marketing strategies for spiritual entrepreneurs who want more confidence, cash flow, and freedom. And I really created my business so I could live in Hawaii. It's a picture of the Nepali coastline, north shore of Kauai. Love it there. And so what do you want to create in your business? Do you want a travel lifestyle like I had? I now live in Southern California, but I love traveling. I love adventuring. Hey, welcome. Lynn is here too. So great to see everyone. So specifically on these webinars, you're going to always learn how to create proven sales attraction systems in your business to attract high-paying clients in the next 30 days. How to get massive visibility to your offers, even if you're new to business or if you're a seasoned business owner, how to break through your visibility blocks. This is huge. This is the number one problem I see entrepreneurs facing. Fear, the self-doubt, uncertainty, feeling overwhelmed of what to do first. How to get really clear about your message and create content that's highly engaging and positions you as an expert that people actually want to buy from. And then I'm also going to cover with you how to close more sales by being heart-centered and authentic. It's really not some kind of slimy used car salesman approach that a lot of business owners are teaching. It really just turns me off as much as it turns you off too, I'm sure. And really the importance of mastering your emotions if you want to master sales. So I'll talk to you briefly about me before we get started. I am a best-selling author. I've got 2 books. One of them's got me featured on all of these cool television shows, Fox, ABC. I'm a speaker, coach, trainer. I'm a mentor, really. I've helped thousands of entrepreneurs worldwide really skyrocket their confidence and their cash flow. And my website's called takeyourpowerbacknow.com. I've been featured in a few magazines, spoken on a TED stage for success many years ago. I've hosted workshops around the world in Costa Rica, the USA, and Canada. And I teach you what's worked for me and my clients. So everything you learn here has been proven not only in my own business, but other people just like you. And I'm known for helping kind of spiritual rock stars get their sales going. So I got started in business. Like many of you, I had a job. I actually had many jobs throughout my life, and I was just dying to be an entrepreneur, and I went bankrupt. I was doing network marketing company, and I really didn't understand the importance of sales and marketing, went bankrupt. And I started getting into the law of attraction and, really generated, I generated this job selling mops, and I did these mop presentations around Canada and the States, and I moved to Hawaii and became the best salesperson in the company, wrote my first book about it. And then I was kind of stuck, like you see that guy on television, the ShamWow guy. Well, I sold mops and lint removers like this guy did, doing these live product demonstrations. And I did it for years. For 4 years, I became the best salesperson in the company. And I practiced all these, law of attraction and really sales mastery tips. And I worked out really well. And then I kind of got stuck, and I was like, man, I know there's more to life than selling mops. I was making $1,000 a day, but totally stuck in the job. And I didn't know how to break out and sell my own coaching consulting. And then an ex-boyfriend nearly killed me in a hotel room one night in a drunken rage, threw me across a hotel room. And that was a major wake-up call. It opened my eyes. I was like 2 inches away from a glass vase or vase, whatever you want to call it. And I thought, holy smokes, Vanessa, 2 more inches and you could have been the end of you. And I escaped to the taxi downstairs, and I was like, wow, you just became one of these statistics that you read about in the newspaper of a battered woman. Like, holy shit, how did this happen to you? And my next question was, God, why is this happening to me? And the answer was immediate. And the answer was, so you can help women not fall into the same pattern. And then I started crying like a baby, because for years I was like, God, please show me my purpose. I surrender. I will do it. Just don't make me sell these stupid mops anymore. And that's how my business was birthed. I finally had the clarity once I left that relationship, that toxic relationship, to really focus on and take responsibility for my life and my happiness. And I started taking online programs, and I hired a mentor. And I remember I hired a mentor. It was more money. I paid more money per month for this mentor than I did for rent. And thankfully it works. And my income, my hobby coaching income, went from $600 to $15,000 a month. Never looked back. It took me a few years to write the second book, Take Your Power Back Now. And that's the book that became an international overnight bestseller on Amazon. And I've been on Fox and ABC and CBS morning television shows, really, talking to women, inspiring them to overcome fear, because that's why women stay in bad relationships, bad jobs. So I share that with you to also demonstrate that, authenticity is a new currency in business, and you got to share your story. People want to hear your story. And you know what? I get it. It can be absolutely freaking terrifying. Your purpose can terrify you. It did for me. But you know what? Sometimes the things that you're most afraid of doing are the things that will set you free. I lived in Hawaii for 2 years. I love, love, love the bikini business lifestyle. I love sunshine on my body, and I created a business that would help me really just be free and live anywhere in the world. And you can do that too if you're in consulting. That's the beauty of being a coach or consultant. You got a laptop, you got a telephone or Skype, you are good to go. I love, love, love connecting women. This is a women's empowerment retreat that I ran on Kauai, and we had a ton of fun. This is a women's event, a Soul Sister Mastermind here in California. This is where I live now in Southern California. This is Laguna. I've spoken on some really cool stages, shared the stage with some awesome people, and this is my life. I'm just kind of a normal girl. It's my boyfriend and his beautiful kids, and we took a trip back to Kauai, to this magical valley. Absolutely love this magical manifesting valley. We got to ride a in a little Cessna plane, which was terrifying, but fun. And I really want to inspire, each and every one of you to just live your dreams and break through whatever fear is holding you back from doing that. So been doing this for a while. This is Wayne Dyer. Met him a few years ago in Toronto. And Jack Canfield. I've been doing this a while. It's been 10 years I've been working for myself, and 6 of those years teaching women entrepreneurs how to really skyrocket their confidence and cash flow. So I've been doing this a while. I actually originally got my sales training by selling my father's paintings. So he sucked at sales, so I took over when I was in my 20s, and I sold his paintings to different collectors. So that's really how I got started in a nutshell. And let's jump into the training because we've got so much to cover. I know I talk fast. I hope you guys are enjoying this. And I'm also going to invite each and every one of you here, if you're listening, to go ahead and type in the chat box one of the number one challenge you're having with sales. And I want to talk to you about how to get out of your own way, own your value, and really rock your sales. So Denise says, I'd like to learn how to get my book featured in all those media sites. Yeah. Again, she says, getting on the cold calling is a problem, getting my ideas into action. Awesome, awesome. So sales is really all about transformation. I can't stress this enough. Most entrepreneurs avoid sales like the plague because it brings up all of your issues around, worthiness and deservingness. It brings up all of your ideas around money, right? How easy is it to make money? How hard is it to make money? What are your stories and what's your mindset around the topic of money? So most people, and most people have jobs and they don't understand what entrepreneurship is all about. So let me tell you something. If you're not making sales or the amount of sales you want in your business, you most likely have a hobby. And I can tell you from my own experience that, a business can be a very expensive hobby if you're not making sales. So I must have spent about $100,000 in my business just learning and going to all these trainings and being in this learning without ever earning mode. That's what I call it, taking course after course after course without actually making any sales. And it's a dangerous place to be in business when you don't have a system to generate leads and turn those leads into sales. And it can actually help you. It can create really a very doubtful place and a really low confidence. You start to doubt whether you're meant to do this or not. So you need to focus on sales. It's the number one thing that you need to focus on in business. One of my friends said, there's 3 keys to business. And the first key is, get the money. And he said, the second key is get the money. And what do you think the third key is? Get the money. So you either have a very expensive hobby or you have a business. And in order to have a successful business, you need to learn how to master sales. So here's one of my recent clients, Janique. She said in her first month, I've just closed over $16,000 in sales, and the month isn't even over yet. Vanessa helped me move through some visibility blocks. Again, I'm going to say this, a number one problem women have in business: being visible, making offers. And through the program, I was able to own my expertise and sign up new clients to my programs as well as my retreats. Vanessa helped me get into action. It's not just getting into action, it's doing the right things to really grow not only my confidence, but my business by leaps and bounds. So how would you guys like to generate $16,000 in the next 30 days? How would that change your life? How would that change your business? How would that change your family's life? Most of all, I love Vanessa's energy, dedication, and intimacy setting of the group. I run an amazing group called the Confidence and Cash Flow Program. It's a heartfelt support from everyone. The group is so special and loving. It's really a safe place for women to learn and grow. We've got some cool men in there too, but it's mostly a place for women. So if you're thinking of hiring a coach who's heartfelt, genuine, authentic, and can get you results, Vanessa's your gal. I just want you to take a look at this. This is something she posted in the group. And if you look at the date, September 29th, October 2nd, you do the math. 16,000 plus 6,000 is what? That's close to $23,000 in sales. So if you're thinking to yourself, oh my God, 16,000 sounded great. What about $23,000? What about $30,000 in the next 30 days? You think it's not possible. I tell you, it is absolutely possible. And here's what I'm going to invite you to do, without waiting for the end of the webinar. If you want to get results like this in your business, if you're serious about it, if you're tired of farting around, and you'd like my help to take a look at your sales attraction system, maybe take a look at how you might be sabotaging your own success, I'm going to open up 5 places in my calendar this week to talk with you. It's a free call, and we're going to look at what's really holding you back from getting the results you want. So go to this website, takeyourpowerbacknow.com/10K ready. You want to write that down. Stop whatever you're doing. Take a pen and paper, write it down, and go ahead and apply. Again, it's a free call. I'm only going to do 5 of these, so I'm not even going to wait till the end of the webinar. I'm going to put that out there now, and if there's still room at the end, well, there might still be room. And if you think to yourself, you know, $10,000 in the next 30 days, I have no idea how I'm going to do that. Well, let me tell you, you mustn't be afraid to dream a little bigger, darling. Most people that come to see me have no idea what is possible for them, and they blow themselves right out of the water. So you just don't know what you don't know. From where you're at, from the lens, from the perception that you're looking through, you really just don't know what you don't know. That's the only thing that's standing in your way, that's standing in the middle of a $10,000, $20,000 income month in your business. And I don't care, you know, Janique didn't have a list. She started out, you know, you don't need to be some kind of guru. You just need to focus on the right things, and you need to have the right mindset. So let's talk about visibility. Let's talk about this 3-step system here, because visibility means everything in your business. So step number 1, be visible. Well, what the heck does that mean? How are you going to be visible in my business, Vanessa? Well, let me tell you, there's 2 ways. The first way that I love sharing with women is really simply how to, in less than 5 minutes a day, attract high-paying clients using your iPhone and using really powerful, effective, highly engaging videos to attract more high-paying clients. Why do I love video? Because video is the next best thing to being there live. And you want to be authentic, this is the way to do it. You don't need any kind of expensive, fancy pants, what do you call those things? Lapel microphones. You don't need any of these teleprompter, none of this stuff. I'm going to show you really simple. You grab your iPhone, you turn it around, you hit the record button, you record a 3 to 5 minute video. You talk to your clients about something that's going on in your life, an issue that you're dealing with, and you know, a case study with your client, and boom, you know, you post it onto Facebook. You hit the publish into Facebook direct button. It becomes a large video right there inside the news feed. And this is not about posting a link from YouTube. I'm talking about uploading your video directly to Facebook. Facebook is now they want to dominate video, and they're giving a lot of video views. Actually, if you want to create Facebook ads with video, you're going to pay a lot less. So use it for free. Just upload it up to your channel. You can upload it onto your Facebook personal page, and you can share it onto your fan page. You can even share these videos inside groups where your target audience is hanging out. How's that for visibility? One of my clients used this exact same method to generate 7,000 views on her video in just a few days. So here's what happens when you post your video on Facebook. People love to consume it, and they love seeing you, and it's very authentic, and they end up sending you a private message. So you schedule a sales call with them, and guaranteed you will attract clients this way. How do I know? I've been teaching entrepreneurs how to do this. It works like gangbusters, and it's free, and it's simple. You don't need a whole big email list to do this. Second way to gain visibility is by speaking. Speaking, hands down, #1 way to generate clients, because people can touch you, they can taste you, they can see you, they can ask you questions. However, it may take a little bit of time as you go ahead and schedule out these speaking engagements, even if you're hosting your own workshops, which I help a lot of my clients do. So, in the meantime, you should be doing a combination of both online marketing and offline marketing. So offline would be speaking, online would be doing videos. So speaking, you need to have the right mindset, the clarity about what you're going to talk about. You host one event, you have one offer, one sales call, leads to a high ticket sale. 6 month, 9 month, 1 year coaching program, 90 days, 6 month, 1 year coaching program, or a VIP program. And you could sell your programs for $3,000, $5,000, $10,000, $25,000 or more. So you don't need a lot of sales to hit your income goals. Now, this is the exact same sales attraction system that I use and I teach my clients to create expert status, buzz, visibility, and make offers that attract high-paying clients. And you don't need a fancy pants list, or you don't even have to be some big guru. This is really possible for each and every one of you. So I'm going to show you the numbers of my first workshop and teach you a little bit here about how it works. I got 27 people into a yoga studio. It was a gosh, it was a meetup group organizer, and he charged $24 for a 2.5-hour workshop, and the meetup organizer kept all the front door profit. So if you're going to host a workshop, you don't want to make money on the front end. You just want to get people in the door. I made a mistake because I charged $300 for this program. It was actually too much money. So I only sold one of them. About 10 people bought my book at $20, and the same lady who bought a $300 offer bought a $3,600 coaching package. So I was so upset. My workshop was a huge flop. I still made $4,100. Not bad. Well, let's do the math. Let's say, let's do the math. Let's say you do this over and over again. You could come up with actually some really interesting income. But I'll share with you how it works. You want to just launch a small 15 to 20 person workshop. It doesn't have to be, 1,000 people. One of my clients this month said, wow, I can totally do that. Wow, it totally gives me permission. She got 17 people signing up to have a sales call with her just from doing a 20 person, speaking event. You charge a small, low barrier to entry fee, $20 to $20, $20 to $25. You make a $97 offer at the end, only for today, including bonuses. It could be for a breakthrough session, a strategy session with you. And then you upsell your high-end coaching and consulting on the back end for $97. So let's just say that you get out there and you did 2 small speaking events per month and you really suck at it like I did. I really sucked at it. $4,000 per event, $8,000 a month. $8,000 a month times 10 months. Let's say if you have 2 months vacation, it's an extra $80,000. Not bad, just from hosting 2 small workshops. So look at it this way. Your offers, your income is really the equivalent of how many offers you make to people who can say yes. That's all it is. It's not rocket science. So if you want to make more money, make more offers. And how do you do that? How does this whole thing work? It sounds so simple. Well, you want to, number 1, we had be visible. Number 2 is you want to tell your story and make offers. Tell your story and make offers anywhere you can. Well, where can you do that? We talked about workshops. We talked about using video. You can speak in teleseminars, on webinars, radio shows. All of this is visibility. So here's some tips on creating an offer. So, really people start making so many mistakes with their marketing, and what you want to start is you want to start with, you want to sell people what they want and give them what they need. So you want to enter the conversation that's already happening in their head. So you want to talk to people about the problems that they're facing and help them really transition from there. People are starting from a pain point, so you want to meet them where they're starting from. When somebody has a really bad headache, they don't want a vitamin, they want a Tylenol, right? So how are you going to create, an amazing shift in your income? We've got to stop selling your time and start selling the value and the benefits of what you're doing. This is how you own your value. So I work with a lot of healers and consultants that are stuck at, $500 an hour or $100 an hour. Well, you can't sell your time. One of the biggest shifts that you can make is to sell the value of the transformation. Think of yourself as a problem solver. What's it worth to you if you're able to help somebody get more leads? Or what's it worth to you if you're able to help somebody lose 50 pounds and feel more confident and they, get a better job and attract a better partner? You know what I mean? What's that worth? You're going to get a new job and it's going to help them make an extra $100,000 over the next 2 or 3 years. What does that mean? So stop looking at your service in a matter of hours and time increments, and start looking at it in a matter of the transformation that you provide. And then you want to make it a no-brainer and make it a no-brainer for people to say yes and provide bonuses and limiters. So how do you create an irresistible offer? People ask me this all the time. And I was on the phone with some of my clients. We have a group call every week, and one of my clients was going out to speak, and I was showing her the workshop profit secret system. How do you make an offer at the end? What is the step-by-step system to do that? So I'm going to break it down for you guys here. And before I jump in here, I'll just jump back into the slides and see, how are you guys finding the webinar so far? What's been your biggest takeaway? I'm going to read some of the questions here. Mojo says, what's the best place to advertise that's not so expensive? What's the best place to advertise? What is your question? The best place to advertise that's not so expensive. I love advertising on Facebook with video, to be quite honest with you, because Facebook wants to have video, and they give you very, very inexpensive views, even a cent or 2 cents a view. Dale says, what is the first step? I think, Dale, you're talking about the 30-day video challenge. So again, the first step is start making videos, posting them on Facebook. Awesome. All right, so I want to know, what's your biggest takeaway so far from the webinar here today? What's your biggest takeaway so far from the webinar? And we're going to jump back in, and I'll start sharing the screen again. All right, I'm going to present everyone. Okay. All right. So how do you create an irresistible offer? So you want to deliver massive value. That's always number one. Deliver massive value. Well, how do you do that? You tell your story, right? Tell the story that you most don't want to share. Why? Because it shows people that, you know, if you can do it, then they can do it too. Most people think, oh my gosh, these experts are so polished and they're so amazing. I'm never going to be like them. I'm never going to, you know, get to be where they're at. So your story is it's actually very engaging. And then what you want to do is you want to offer a $97 breakthrough session or a free strategy session. And the way you want to do it is by including bonuses and limiters just for today. So let's look at this in depth. You know, when I teach my clients the workshop profit secret system, it's, you know, how to create your own workshops. At the end, there's a module for creating your offer. I'm going to go over with that. I'm going to go over that with you right now. It was a really hot topic on one of the group calls this past week, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to, you know, it was really, really powerful. So I'm going to share that with you. So in the beginning, when you do any kind of speaking event, I always recommend that you seed your offer in the beginning. So when you jump on stage, you say something like, you know, I could be here for the next 2 weeks, you know, sharing with you my knowledge on XYZ, but, you know, I've only got 2 hours or 20 minutes or an hour here. So is it okay, is it all right with you guys if, you know, at the end of today, I let you guys know a way that we can continue working together after today? Would that be all right? And they're all going to say, yeah. So basically you ask them permission to sell them at the end. You ask them permission in the beginning to sell them at the end. Why do you do this? It's called seeding your offer. Seeding, you plan to seed. And the reason why you do this is because people will relax and they'll be like, okay, she's going to sell me. That's cool. I know it. So instead of being like on the defensive, like, oh my God, you know, I know this lady's just going to freaking be trying to sell me, and they'll be resistant to, now they're kind of open and they're like, okay, I'm going to be valuing and judging and saying if you know, from here on in, if she's someone I would want to hire. So when you're about to make your offer, you go back to that and you say, remember in the beginning, I told you guys that, you know, I'd make an offer for you guys, you know, to continue moving forward with me for those of you who wanted to learn more. So that's how you start your offer. You bring it back to, you know, in the beginning when you were seeding it. And then you introduce what you have for them. So, you know, my offer is, you know, here's what I have for you today. I really want to help you break through your limiting beliefs. I really want to help you break through your blocks around sales. I want to help you package your products. I mean, these are all the problems that I help my clients with. I really want to help you generate leads, help you attract high-paying clients, generate a consistent $10,000 per month income. This is what I want to help you with. And I'm prepared to, what I want to offer you is an hour breakthrough call with me. It's really going to break through all of your inner blocks and break through your marketing and sales blocks. This is what I have for you. So this is where you explain what you have for them. And you offer them a breakthrough session, either paid or free. You know, it depends on what kind of speaking event you're doing. This could also be the exact same formula that you use in your opt-in sequence on your website, right? Here's what I have for you. Here's what you're going to get. Step number 4. You know, here's what you're going to get from it. You'll get clarity about your brand, clarity about your offers, clarity about your pricing and your packaging, clarity about what's holding you back. Right? A lot of, you know, you'll get an action plan. What are you going to help these people with? And then explain to them what it's worth. What's the value of it? So, you know, my consulting is $1,000 an hour. So, you know, an hour is worth $1,000. Okay. Whatever it's worth to you. Maybe, you know, your coaching consulting is worth 10 times that, or it's worth, you know, $200 or whatever it is. Put a price amount there. And then explain, bonuses. So I say to people, I remember now, I haven't told them the actual price. I said to people, my consulting's $1,000 an hour. Today, I'm going to give you also a copy of my book. It's 20, you can buy it on Amazon for $20. It comes with $500 worth of bonuses. It's all kinds of really cool, video trainings and audio trainings, interviews with different experts on, how to tap through it's a bad economy and how to, release your fear of rejection, fear of failure, and so explain each and every bonus and the value of each one. So I would give people a copy of my book, and I give people, interviews of the Breakthrough Summit, sell that on my site for $120. You get that as well. I would explain to them each and every one of those audios. So if you don't have any bonuses, here's a great little tip I'm going to share with you right now. I'm going to stop the screen share. Go ahead to this amazing website. It's called freeconferencecall.com, freeconferencecall.com. You can record an audio. One of the best bonuses, the quickest, fastest way that you can create a bonus, you can create a free gift, an audio, something that someone can listen to on the go in their car. You record the 5 biggest problems that your audience has and how to avoid them, and that becomes a bonus. It's valued at $47, $97, and it positions you as an expert. At the end of that audio, you can invite them to have a strategy call with you. Really simple, fast way to create bonuses. And I'm going to challenge you. Who's going to take me up on this challenge to create a bonus using an audio or a video with the 30-day video challenge? I want to see here inside the chat who's going to take me up on that. So that's one of the ways that you can create video bonuses. You can also create videos. Super simple with your iPhone, with your computer, 3 videos, put them into a little video package bonus, and so make the value of $147. Really simple, it doesn't have to be complicated. All right, so that's step number 6 is to talk about, what bonuses, what the bonuses are and explain the value to everyone. Number 7, what's the total value? So you might say, the total value is $1,800 and today it's just $97. That could be your offer. So, you explain each one, you explain what they are, what they're gonna get, how much it costs. The total value is $1,800. Today it's just $97. And you either use a price limiter, call it a limiter, or a quantity limiter. If you notice today, my limiter is I'm only opening up 5 spaces. After that, you won't, I won't take any more people. So you either have to have a quantity or a price, a quantity limiter, or a just for today limiter. So when I do the workshops, I tell people, it's just for people that take action today. Why? Because I want to work with action takers. I don't want to work with people who, say, oh, you know what, I went home and I thought about it, and you know what, I'm not interested in working with people like that. I'm really not. I like people who take action, who are ready, who are, they jump in with both feet and they do it. And those are the people who get results. So that's how you create an offer. And the 3rd step here is really about owning it. And what the heck do I mean by owning it? You know what? You need to be the expert. This is what people actually buy. They buy your confidence. And I can tell you, if your confidence is waning, you know what? Read 5 books on any subject, and you've got 90%. You're more than 90. You know more than 95% of the population on that one given subject. You are an expert. Read 5 books on any subject. And I really want to invite you to own that confidence, because that is what people actually buy. All right, that's what people actually buy. So Colleen, I'm reading here. She says, I started creating videos about 2 per week and posting them to Facebook. It's definitely raised my vibration, energy, and creating visibility and comments from others. Yeah, Colleen, congratulations. It's raised your confidence. People start commenting. They start seeing you. You start getting opportunities, speaking engagements. You start getting clear about what it is you actually do, and people start, wow, they want you to make videos about this, about that. Absolutely. Raise your confidence. It's all about feeling, how you feel about your offers, how you feel about your business, how you feel about the value that you're offering people is going to translate in your ability to sell it. So your confidence in sales is everything. So here's one of my clients, Lisa Cattell, just signed a deal for £37,000. I'm telling you what, this woman, she's amazing. She came to see me and she was telling me, you know what, Vanessa, I've been running my business for a while. I'm not super motivated about it. She was thinking, she was working too hard in her business and she was thinking about just, cashing in and getting a job, and she said, I really don't want to do that. I have a daughter. I'd like to, more money in my business and help my husband, get my husband on board with me. It'd be really fun to run the business with him. And, she really began to own the value of what she was doing. And she was also talking to the wrong people. So we got her clear on this is who you need to talk to. And within her first 30 days, boom, she signed a deal for £37,000. That's close to $50,000 US. Now, if you think that $10,000 in 30 days is outlandish, well, what about $50,000? And I can tell you that once you get clear in your mind and you get out of your own way and you have a system for attracting high quality leads and a good system for sales, right? You can do this same thing. You can absolutely do this exact same thing when you get out of your own way. So let's talk about what's really stopping you, what's really holding you back from having the revenue and the lifestyle that you want. It's all of these emotions. It's the fear, it's the anxiety, it's the procrastination, self-doubt, disapproving of yourself, resistance. I'm going to do a little test here. Type into the chat box what's really preventing you. Any of these emotions preventing you from moving forward? Because you know where the emotions come from? They come from thoughts. They come from old decisions that you've made about yourself. That's all. And I guarantee that your future does not equal your past. Guarantee it. I've been doing this work now for the last 6 years, helping women skyrocket their confidence and their cash flow. Not just women, but a lot of women. I love helping women with confidence. As soon as they get that, boom, they jump out there, they start taking action, and the results happen. So let's do a little test. Any of these emotions preventing you? You ever get, you ever start, well, the way to find out if it's preventing you is if you start projects and you never finish them, or if you work like crazy and you're busy in your business, but you're not generating any sales, right? If you're busy not on the right things. So allowing fear and emotions to run your life. This is the number one thing that holds entrepreneurs back. It's the number one thing that stops them. It's allowing your emotions to run your life. You're not your emotions. You're not your mind. You're not your emotions. You're not your body. You are the spirit. You are this energetic source. Some people call it God. All right. A higher power. You are this essence. And you have a body to work with and use. And you have a mind that you get to create with. Or you let your mind run you. Right? You let the mind run you with fear. That's how it tries to protect you. Go and be visible. Oh my God, I'm gonna, fail and die. So you really have to become a master of your emotions. You have to become a master of your mindset. That's when your business will take off. So mindset, a little tip here. Do one thing every day that scares the pants off of you. Dale says, yikes, all of them. Anxiety. Lynn says, anxiety. Yeah, all of these emotions. This is the stuff that you got to clear out. It's the emotions that you have to clear out. Think of this for a second. I'm going to go back to that slide. Oops, what did I just do here? Let me go back to that slide for a minute here. All right, it's the emotions that you guys have, not that you guys, I'm not singling any of you out. I suffered from this, for a long, long time till I figured it out. What is this law of attraction thing? This whole law of attraction thing is ask, believe, receive. Feel like you have it now. Well, feeling like you have it now is the result of an absence of all of these lower emotions. I'm going to repeat that one. It was really good. Feeling like you have it now is like a state of flow. It's the absence of these other low vibration emotions. So your real job is letting go of these emotions, letting go of the stories in your mind that are still creating them and holding them in place. So do one thing every day that scares you. change your mindset, program yourself to, you know what, face your fears and do it anyways, and prove to yourself that fear is just a bunch of, because I tell you what, your magic happens outside your comfort zone. That's where it happens. That is where it happens, outside your comfort zones. You want to be a successful entrepreneur, you better get comfortable being uncomfortable. People have an unbelievable fear. They have an awful relationship with the unknown. You know what I spent my 20s doing? I spent my 20s traveling around Japan, Southeast Asia, China, Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia. Man, did I get sick? Yeah. Did I have a freaking blast? Yeah. I learned how to do yoga. I did yoga for 3 hours every morning with this group of people, this guy that looked like Osama bin Laden. I had the freaking time of my life, jumping on boats, doing full moon parties, flying around like a little gypsy. I had the time of my freaking life. Was I alone sometimes? Yep. Did I find myself hanging out with stupid people that I really didn't like because I was afraid of being alone? Yeah, that happened. You know, did I feel like totally lost in Japan, thinking, oh my gosh, like no one knows me. I'm like totally, what did I do? Why did I come out here? Yeah. And did I also have the most incredible, life affirming, unbelievable knowing of my own abilities through that experience? Absolutely. Was it totally uncomfortable? Hell yeah. Was it scary? Yes. So the magic happens outside your comfort zone. You should get comfortable being uncomfortable. One thing you get to take away from today, let it be that. And follow your heart. You have this calling to be an entrepreneur. There is a reason for it, or you would want to be something else. You'd want to be a carpenter or a nurse, and there's nothing wrong with carpenters or nurses. You know what? You got to trust that your soul is guiding you. You wouldn't want to be on this webinar if there wasn't a good reason for it. So this is a slide that I don't know how it gets on in my presentation every week, but I can't find it. I can't take it out. So it must be here. And I'm just going to say, you know what? You just got to dive in. You got to dive right into whatever the hell you're afraid of and decide that it's not going to beat you. You got to use the power of your mind and make a decision. This is where your power is. And, there's only 2 areas where people have a problem in life. And the number 1 area is if they decide that their problems are bigger than them, that they're hopeless to change. And the second area is when they procrastinate and don't make any decisions, so your life stays the same. So again, decide to jump right into it and master whatever the heck is freaking you out. I guarantee you're going to prove to yourself you can handle it. I believe in you. Here's one of my clients who dove right in, Sharon Cohen. She created a women's empowerment event. She was the founder of the Juicy Women's Journey Symposium. Had 140 women to attend. She came to me with this big vision. She said, oh my God, this is so scary. I'm a naturopath. I've always wanted to run a big event. I have this vision. I don't know what to do. And I helped her create an offer and a marketing plan to get out and start making offers. And she went speaking and networking events, and she just did an amazing job. Now she's hosting her second one. So 5 reasons you continue to struggle making money. I want you guys to type this here into the chat box. I want to know, if there, one of these, all of these, if any of these are you struggling with. 5 reasons you continue to struggle with sales and making money. Number 1, don't have an identity. What's your expertise? Number 1, not knowing your identity, your brand, what you're really an expert in. Number 2, not knowing what you're selling. Number 2, don't know what you're selling. Number 3, don't have an influential offer, or your offer's not enticing enough. Number 3, you don't have an influential offer, or maybe your offer's not enticing enough. Number 4, you don't talk to enough people. This is visibility, right? Don't talk to enough people. You don't make enough offers. You're hiding out maybe online, hiding up behind your computer screen. Number 4, don't talk to enough people, don't make enough offers. And number 5, don't ask for the cash. So this could be like, you have sales calls, but you can't convert them. This is, troubles around the sales conversation piece of it. Number 5, don't ask for the cash. So go ahead, type it in the chat box. I want to hear which one you're struggling with. So let's look at this. If you're struggling at all with any of these, you're probably in survival mode, right? This is not thriving mode. This is survival mode. How much time are you spending spinning your wheels? And what is it really costing you not to have a sales attraction system in your business? I'm serious. It's a very dangerous place for people to be without a system, without a plan in place to generate, to attract high paying leads and turn those leads into clients. What is it costing you not to have a sales attraction system in your business in terms of time? And I mean, time is money. Let's face it. If you're working in a job or if you're working too hard in your business, then you're wasting a lot of time. What's it costing you in terms of your health and your wellness, your peace of mind? I remember going to that mop job for years. I was like, this is not my freaking purpose. I know I'm meant to do something so much bigger. And I let fear hang me out there to dry for years. What's it costing you in terms of your peace of mind? In terms of your fulfilling your purpose in life? What's it costing your family? In terms of having a happy mom or dad that comes home to their kids every night, that knows they're out in the world fulfilling their purpose? What's it costing you in terms of your happiness? Financially, what's it costing you? You know, if you can generate this month an extra 10 or 20 or $30,000 and you're leaving all that money on the table because you don't have, the sales attraction system, or you don't have the right mindset to take action on that system, what's it costing you every month? I'm serious questions to ask yourself here. So listen, right now you have a choice. You've been on this webinar, I believe, for an absolutely divine reason. There is no coincidences in life. This is total divine synchronicity, and you have a choice. You could go away after this webinar and say to yourself, let's say some really great ideas, and you know what? Okay, that's really nice, and not really do anything with it. Or you could go away and think that, you're going to go and apply some of these things on your own, which I would say to you, good luck. If you haven't gotten the results that you wanted on your own by now, the chances are you're not going to get them moving forward. That's why there's, 7 billion people in the world. You're not supposed to do this all by yourself. Or number 3, you could say, you know what? I'm really ready for a breakthrough. I'm really ready to get some serious results in my business, and I want your help. Because you know what? Life isn't about finding yourself. It's not about waiting for the right moment. It's not about waiting until the stars align. It's just all bullshit. Life is about creating yourself. You're either going to be blown about by the winds of your past and the winds of everyone else's ideas, or you're going to make a decision. You're going to make a decision and begin creating your life, being the creator of your life. So what if in the next 30 days, what if we could help you get to $10,000 in income? What would 10K in the next 30 days mean for you in your business? How would you like to double or quadruple your income in the next 30 to 60 days? So number 1, you got to give yourself permission, and really just give yourself permission that you really want this and actually say yes to it. That's the first step. So here's how to skyrocket your confidence and cash flow and get results like these. Sharon Cohen brought her dream to life. One Day Women's Empowerment event. Nicole, $8,000 a week. Best week yet in her business. $8,000 and counting. There's a program that I have been working on with entrepreneurs for years. This is not some new thing. I've been working with women for years in this program. It's about 3 years now. And my program is called the 10K in 30 Days Skyrocket Your Confidence and Cash Flow Program. And this is exactly what we do. There is a membership site with modules about understanding your mindset, breaking through fear, anxiety, resistance. We look at who your ideal clients are and crafting your message so you actually know what you're selling and you have confidence to talk about it. Module 2 is all about generating visibility, traffic, and leads using the 30-day video challenge, the workshop profit secret systems, webinars like these. Module 3 is all about packaging your services. What are your services? How are you going to package them and price them? What's included in them? Clarity is power. Module 4 is all about understanding sales. You have my sales script, how to handle sales objections. This is solid gold. Module 4 in itself is solid gold. Module 5 is all about positioning yourself as an expert. I help my clients write books. And I've written 2 of them. So how are you going to position yourself as an expert? Remember, people buy from experts who solve problems. Module 6 is all about networking and generating leads using networking. Module 7 is all about, your opt-in gift on your site. How are you going to create that freebie that attracts people to you? You want to use attraction marketing. Module 8 is all about, finalizing your sales attraction system. What do you put on your website? How do you turn your website into a lead generation magnet, not just some fancy pants expensive thing you bought that's not doing you anything, right? Plus, you get access to resources, bonuses. There's an amazing community of women that gather. We've got an awesome Facebook group. It's a private group where I check in every day. You get a massive amounts of accountability because that's what you need when you're building the visibility stages in your business. You need accountability. And you need to connect with a mentor one-on-one. You need a lot of, hand-holding in order to get your systems up. This is what keeps people in action, keeps people getting results. And this is what this program is all about. That's why this program is the best program out there right now for women, spiritual entrepreneurs, consultants who are, wanting to take it to the next level, people leaving corporate that, want to become their own coaches and consultants, healers that are trying to break into coaching. You also get access to my workshop Profit Secret System. It's how to add an extra $100,000 in income just by hosting these small, intimate speaking events. It's an entire course on its own. You get access to that as well. Here's one of my clients, Susanna Kennedy. She generated over $20,000 her first 30 days. And I tell you what, she was been doing marketing, she said here for years, and all of a sudden everything stopped working. We worked in her mindset. There was a mindset gremlin in there, preventing her from getting results. And she invested in herself. Her first month, she generated $20,000 in income. Next month, the same thing. And her husband invited me to have Thanksgiving dinner with them. This is one of my biggest highlights in my business to date. Her husband said, thank you. We're celebrating you in our lives this year because you've completely, reshaped our finances and our business and what's possible. So again, I'm going to invite you, if you found this webinar insightful, if you've enjoyed what we've covered here today, and you really want to make a big breakthrough in your business, you want clarity about your offers, you want to break through the fear that's holding you back from making offers, you want to get your marketing plan aligned, I'm going to invite you to go to takeyourpowerbacknow.com/10K ready. Go ahead and apply, and you and I will get on the phone and we'll have a conversation. I've set aside, again, 5 spaces to do this in the next week. And we'll talk for the next 30 minutes to an hour or so about how to dramatically help you improve your sales and attract more clients. This is what having a business is all about, not a hobby, a real business. And I'll personally take some time to sit with you and talk with you how to help you get crystal clear about what's really holding you back from getting results you want. And if you're selling any kind of service, or if you want to be able to sell your services for higher price points and attract more leads and high-paying clients, this will help you get there. And the cost is absolutely free. Go to takeyourpowerbacknow.com/10K ready and apply. And remember, guys, nothing happens until you make a decision. So make a decision one way or the other that you're going to help yourself, help your business. Take the risks, obviously calculated risks. And, work with somebody. I always say when people are looking to hire a mentor, they ask me all the time, how do I know if the mentor is the right one for me? Well, look at what they've been doing. Is the mentor that you're hiring doing the things you want to do? And if so, if they've got a proven track record and they've got, a proven track record helping other people get results and you like them, hire them, right? But, somewhere along the line, you've got to take a calculated risk. Nothing is going to happen. Nothing different is going to happen by doing the same things. And follow your intuition. Really let love guide you. If you can't tune into your intuition, that's something you need to work on big time, especially if you're a woman. So I'm going to leave you here with a quote, my favorite quote: education consists not so much of knowledge, but of knowledge effectively and persistently applied. People are paid not merely for what they know, but more particularly for what they do with what they know. Very powerful quote, guys. This is from Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. It has nothing to do with how much knowledge. You could go to all these webinars, but unless you're taking action on it and putting it in action, there is not going to be any change happening in your life or business. So don't be one of these people that just sits around and watches webinar. Take action. Again, I'm opening up 5 spaces to talk with you. If you're an action taker and if you're really ready for a big breakthrough in your business, I can help you. Go to takeyourpowerbacknow.com/10K ready and sign up there. Apply there. And again, I want to give you access to my book, From Bankrupt to $900 a Day Selling Mops. You can go and download the free ebook copy. And that website is takeyourpowerbacknow.com/free. free book. takeyourpowerbacknow.com/free book. Thank you guys so much for spending the time with me here today on the webinar. I love each and every one of you. You could have been anywhere today and you chose to spend your time with me, and I'm so grateful for that. So I honor you. I honor you in your journey, in your path. I send you so much love, and come on over and join us next week for the live webinar training every week here at 11 a.m. Pacific. I love you guys. I see you real soon. Bye.